Watch me ride.
Hey everybody, will you join me in pea soup as I'm working my way back home? I want to talk about, well, you know what I'm talking about, no deal, Brexit. I'm not going to pass opinions, I'm not necessarily going to be pro or against either way, but I just want to talk about basically how negotiations work and how I don't think what they're currently doing is a particularly smart idea. You see, if we say, look, we will do anything to have, to not get a no-deal exit, what you're basically doing is, let's imagine that the EU is a car salesman, and someone says, by the way, England over there, they need a car. They got £1,000 in their pocket and they are not going to leave here without one. They absolutely need this thing. Is that salesman going to give them a good deal? No. You go, oh, this car's okay. I see it's up for £1,000. How about 700? And they'd be like, no, it's £1,000. Well, all right, how about 900? No, it's £1,000. He will not knock anything off because he knows that you're going to buy something that day and you have £1,000 in your pocket and the cheapest thing you have is £1,000. If he wants a car from you, he's paying. And that's how I see us saying we will do anything to get no deal. Now I totally understand no deal will be a logistical nightmare because we'll have no trade agreements, we'll have, the border, we know about this. You may know about all the problems that no deal will bring up. Overnight, we will not be able to send things, we will not be able to do this, and each one of the different things will have to be discussed and agreed. However, if these things were discussed in a normal person's sense, we could sit, the EU on one side and England on the other and say, okay, so England's leaving, okay, they're gone. Accept it, they're going. Europe, do you want to still be able to sell the things that you make and have been selling to England for a long time? Do you want to still sell those things to England? And they say, yes. And then they're like, England, do you still want to buy those things from those people? And England's like, well, yeah. And they're like, okay, we'll keep that bit. Europe, would you like for European people to be able to come to England and come on holiday without needing a passport or any of that crap, maybe up to 6 months a year or something, maybe a couple of years, maybe even let them do a little bit of work, but I don't know. I mean, that's I'm not going to get into that one. That depends on your view and your opinion, but it's like, well, England, do you want people to be able to go to Europe and have the same thing like they've been doing up until now? And both parties would probably say, yeah, it works out good for both of us. Okay, let's do that then. I think we would have a far, far stronger arguing position if we were willing to take no deal. Because I get the feeling that some of the Europe, the officials, don't actually want us to leave. I think think they're quite embittered by the fact that we're leaving. So they're trying to give us the crappiest deal they can out of vindictiveness. Well, if you're leaving, then we're going to try and screw you over as much as we can. Knowing that we're not going to take no deal, that puts them in control. Theresa May said, I can't divulge what my plan is to the public because it ruins our ability to negotiate, because obviously they know what they get to see our cards before we see theirs. But if we know, or if they know, that we're absolutely flat refusing and even the idea of having a no-deal exit, if we're not like, it's not going to happen, there'll be a plan. There'll be a plan. Don't worry, we've got it sorted. Don't worry, we've got 2 years. Don't worry, we've got a year. Don't worry, we've got 6 months. That's fine. Don't worry, it's next month. It's too late to have a referendum. It's too late to negotiate with them because it's getting so close. They've almost got us. Oh my God! No one wants to let you in these days then. as I say, I don't want to get into the debates about it because frankly I don't believe that anyone knows what's truly going on, because no one knows. They don't know what's going on. And then people just spend their entire lives arguing over it. Well, not their entire lives, but sit there arguing with people, and it's like, it makes no bloody difference. If you wanted to argue and make a difference, become an MP, otherwise shut up. I mean, I get you get to vote and all that, but let's face it, in the past I used to say that voting was pointless, and I don't agree with that anymore. You should vote. But it is still pointless, because you don't get to vote on the thing you get to vote on. That's the biggest problem to me. It's like, oh yes, we'll give them control, we'll give them the vote. Well, they get the option. They can either have the orange t-shirt or the green t-shirt. I don't want to wear a t-shirt on my legs. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not what we're voting on here. We've established that you are going to wear a t-shirt on your legs instead of trousers, but we haven't decided if it's green or orange, and we want to give that power to you. So what do you choose? I just don't understand how I haven't heard anyone else talking about this. Like, surely basic negotiation understanding is that if you know what the other person is willing to pay or not willing to pay, you've got the upper hand. Leave it then. Wow, you're amazing, dude. So cool. So yeah, if you want to buy something and you negotiate, what you do is you go, okay, well fine then, we'll leave. I'm walking out the store, and then he's like, hold on, maybe I can do that deal for you. You know? So let's say we're leaving. Let's tell him we're okay with it. Let's bluff it. But it's too late for that, because they know we're not going to. Yeah, that's just my thoughts on it. Bye-bye. If you enjoyed this video and the other content on the channel, please consider following the links in the description to show your support.